Hey everybody, I'm going to do my first Game of Thrones reaction video. I'm going to watch season 2. I've already watched season 1 by myself and I have nobody to talk to about it because my husband got me hooked on it and then he won't talk to me about it. So I've already watched season 1. It's probably a good thing I didn't record though because the amount of profanity I used while watching season 1 was it was ridiculous. But it's a warning. Fair warning, when I get really happy or really pissed, like it's gonna come out. I'm warning you right now. I can curse like a sailor when I get really mad. But I'm gonna watch season 2. I'm gonna watch hopefully 2 episodes today and then 4 tomorrow, 4 the day after, because I have a 3-day span where I don't have much to do. So by the time this goes up, I probably would finish the whole 2nd season. So before we start, I have a few questions about the 1st season. If they're going to be answered in the next season or following this, don't let me know what, don't answer them for me because I don't want spoilers at all. But I have a few questions. One, the White Walkers. The first episode, the White Walker thing killed the first two of the scouts that were in the first scene of the first episode, but he let the one guy go. So do they just kind of pick and choose who they want to kill, or do they usually kill everybody? Why did that one guy get away? No one said anything about that yet. We don't know. Jon Snow's mother, I didn't even really think about this that much. We don't know who she is. We know he's Ned Stark's son, but we don't know who the mother is. And then Ned promised Jon the next time they got together that they would talk about his mom, but they, of course, obviously can't get together because he's dead now. But we don't know who his mom is. I really hope she's just like some really nice, pretty country girl and they can meet up one day. He can give her hugs because he needs a hug from a mother. That kid, that poor kid, just needs a hug from a mom. Also, Bran and Rickon, whatever, they both seem to have the same gift because when Ned died, the little kid knew about it as well as Bran. They were both down in the crypt looking for him. But they haven't really said much about the little kid at all, Rickon. They haven't said much about him having the same kind of dream gift that Bran does. Is it just because he's younger, or is Bran just more important? I don't know. I hope that as he gets older that we get to see more of him having the same thing as Bran, because it was just weird that they both saw Ned but they never really talk about the kid having a gift as well. Also, Ned killed Lady and then Bran woke up. So does that mean that he kind of has the wolf spirit in him? Or is that just because their house banner is the dire wolf? Was that just like a symbolism thing? Or does he actually have like wolf in him now? That would be really cool though if he did. Because I'm wondering that because he has the dreams with the 3-eyed raven, but Rickon doesn't. So is that like an animal thing that now he's seeing the raven because he has like the animal spirit in him? Or because there's a lot of, because with the last episode of the season, episode 10, with Dany sacrificing the witch to get the dragon eggs, there's a lot of like a life for a life in this series. So I'm hoping that because Ned killed the wolf spirit went into Bran, and so therefore that's why he has like this ability and this gift to connect with animals, hopefully. Don't answer if it's going to answer later on. Let's see, where are we? Arya is off and headed towards the Wall to be with Jon Snow. Well, she's going to Winterfell, but they're stopping off at the Wall first. So hopefully she'll meet up with Jon Snow there. She's with Robert Baratheon's son. I forget his name. I can't remember his name. Dany has the dragons. Poor Sansa is now stuck in King's Landing. I have KL. I had to remember what KL was. In King's Landing. And this whole thing is a mess. That's about it. I want to go ahead and get started. By the way, I'm not going to read the comments on this, so if you guys want to talk about Game of Thrones down in the comments, you can do that. I'm going to have my husband moderate the comments on these videos so there aren't any spoilers, because I don't want any spoilers. I don't read anything about Game of Thrones. I don't know anything about the books at all. And I don't know anyone who watches the series other than me. So I don't have any risk of spoiler alerts at all. So you guys go ahead and talk if you want to down in the comments. I don't mind. If there are questions, leave them below. I might just put a comment at the top so you guys can leave questions under that comment, because they don't go to my phone either, and my husband can sift through them and decide which ones aren't spoilery at all, and then I will answer them later on. And that's it. Alright, let's watch.
Grace.
He is such a little dick. They start off with him being an asshole. We're 10 seconds in. Oh, that poor kid has to clean it up. Tyrion! He's my favorite character. I love Tyrion.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Her loss? Her father was a confessed traitor.
But still her father. Surely having so recently lost your own beloved father, you can sympathize.
My father was a traitor. My mother and brother are traitors too. I am loyal to my beloved Joffrey.
Of course you are. Get up. One?
Gloria, little animal, she disappeared.
Disappeared? What? In a puff of
Is it a little
smoke?
animal?
We had 3 stocks to trade. You chopped one's head off and let another escape.
Yep.
Father would be furious.
I'm gonna start drinking wine when I watch this. Poor kid. That's a lot of responsibility for it. He's so little. And crippled. What's that? Technicolor. Hey, pup. Not you. He was dreaming like he was off. Because of the... I just said it. I just said it. What's her face? Ned killed Lady, and then...
Boil this for an hour.
Are they like at the exact little puddle that the wolf was?
Stars don't fall from men. Red comet means one thing, boy. Dragons.
Yep.
Dragons are all dead. Been dead for centuries.
Captain Daenerys. Is that them? That's her. That is very depressing. Oh, girl. I'm not looking so good. I forgot they're north of the wall now.
He marries his daughters, and they give him more daughters. And
Ew.
on it goes.
That's
Foul. It's beyond foul. What happens to the boys?
Hmm?
He marries his daughters. What does he do with his sons?
you know what he does with his sons. I mean, come on.
Way to the north, there's only one direction to go.
These are bad times to be living alone.
How many people are like beyond the wall? I thought it was just
Cold winds are rising.
like little groups. I didn't know it was
So deep.
people.
Why?
People. You know what I mean?
Gods, take them and cast your light upon us. For the night is dark and full of terrors.
That's uplifting.
Are you so eager to spit on your ancestors?
So they like doing some kind of new ritual? Oh, Baratheon. That's Robert's brothers. Oh, this is his brother. Duh. So her ritual was, she was saying like, is a new thing. Like it's nothing. Like she knows it's poison. Ew. And she's evil. And she just drank it like, listen,
The night is dark
don't try
and
me.
full of terrors, old man.
I don't like her. I'm sorry if I had someone who was my person and they drank poison and lived. I don't know if I could I don't know if I'd be comfortable with them staying around anymore. It's a big one. What's his wolf's name? We had Lady, Shaggy Dog, Noremia, or something. Ghost. What's the other dog's name? Is that kid still scrubbing that damn floor?
Power.
Seize him.
I don't mind that much.
Cut his
I don't like
throat.
him, so.
Stop. Wait. I've changed my mind. Let him go. Step back 3 paces. Turn around. Close your eyes. Power is power. Do see if you can take some time away from your coins and your halls to locate
I
the
hate her
stars.
so much.
I would very much appreciate it.
Like, I just hate her. I don't like him either, but I hate her. That poor kid's still scrubbing.
From this time to the end of time, we are a free and independent kingdom.
The king in the north.
King in the north.
Neither Joffrey nor any of his men shall set foot in our lands again. If he disregards this command, he shall suffer the same fate as my father. Only, I don't need a servant to do my beheading for me.
These are, Your Grace.
These are my terms. If the Queen Regent and her son meet them, I'll give them peace. If not, I will litter the south with Lannister dead.
King Joffrey is a Baratheon, Your Grace.
Who is he?
I like Rob. I'm digging him.
If I trade the King's slave for 2 girls, my bannerman will string me up by my feet.
You want to leave Sansa in the Queen's hands? And Arya? I haven't heard a word about Arya. What are we fighting for if not for that?
It's more complicated than that, you know it is.
Yeah, that's true. But it's hard.
Father had other children. Besides me and Tom and myself.
He can have y'all.
What are you asking?
I'm asking if he fucked other women when he grew tired of you. How many bastards does he have running?
I hate her, but I love that she did. She looks really scared.
What you just did is punishable by death. You'll never do it again.
I hate him so
Never.
much. This is what happens when you have kids with your brother.
That will be all, Mother.
Did you realise this establishment is owned by Lord Peter Baelish? The King's Master of Coin. Coin which goes in many pockets.
Orders.
Whose orders?
Someone who doesn't care what Littlefinger thinks.
What the hell are they doing? How long has Rob been dead? They're killing those kids.
Enough. Get it done. Kill the bastard.
And the baby is dark here. Darker.
Tonight's watch! Please stop!
Where?
They took him over the King's Road, heading north!
How will we know it?
He's got a bull's head helmet! He made it himself!
Find him.
Even the last one left. I'm glad they fixed her hair. I like them together. It was gonna be a good story. Okay, so we have, God, there's so many new people. Why do they do this all the time? The old guy with the wise, what is his name? I don't know. With the Beyond the Wall. That's gross. And he's obviously killing his sons. How else would he be able to marry all of his daughters? Like, what else would he be doing with sons? Like, he's a man. He had to have one son in there somewhere. Well, I don't know about that. One of my uncles had like 5 daughters, so never mind. But he obviously is killing the boys. What else would he be doing with them? And they mentioned the king. There was a former crow calling himself the king beyond the wall. So he was formerly with the Night's Watch before he went to live out and about, right? How the hell did that happen? And then they went over to Stannis Baratheon. It took me a minute to realize who he was. He's King Robert's brother that Ned Stark sent the letter to before. And he has this witch lady staying with him. She drank the poison and she didn't die. She's obviously a witch. And she's doing some kind of new ritual that the other guy disapproved of. So she's just like shunning all their old ways and bringing in this new god of night, whatever the hell. The night is full of terrors. I want to like him, but the fact that he has this witch woman with him gives me pause, because if you can trust someone like that, I have to question your judgment. But he seemed to be handling his stuff, because he was sending letters out to everybody like, listen, this is what's going down. And then the scene with Queen Cersei, I hate her so much. And her with Baelish, like, there's just so much cringe in that whole scene, because I don't like him either. I don't trust him. I think he's a snake. She mentioned that he lived with, pretty much that he lived with Catelyn's family, and that's how he knew her and fell in love with her. Like, why was he living with her family? Or was he just part of, like, their lands or something? But she made it seem like he was living with them, and that's how he grew up with her and fell in love with her. And then, finally, I had a question about this before, too. So, Theon is a Greyjoy, I think they're called. I wrote Greyjoy. And they rebelled either against, I guess, the kingdom, and Ned Stark had to go fight them to end the rebellion. But how did Theon end up serving Ned Stark if they were rebelling, like they were fighting each other? That's weird. So now Catelyn is going to talk to Renly Baratheon. Theon is going to go talk to his dad. I didn't pick up his dad's name. I just missed it. To try to get them to join Robb Stark. And then the final scene, Joffrey getting slapped was amazing. That was the best part of the whole episode for me. But obviously Joffrey is having them kill all the bastards, so no one can even remotely come close to taking the throne away from him. It could be Cersei, but I'm pretty sure it's Joffrey, because Cersei, she loves her kids and she's a mom. And even though she would do anything to protect her kids, I feel like a mom would not cause that pain on another mother. Like, she would know how that feels. So I feel like it's Joffrey who is having all the bastards killed. That's a lot. How many kids did he have? Damn. And so pretty much, I forgot his name again. Gendry is going to be the last of Robert's line after this. And he's with Arya. Yay! I'm glad they cut her hair and fixed it, because it was like, it was a mess. That's it. That is all of episode 1. I'm going to take a break and get something to eat and then watch episode 2 today. While I have some time. I need a break. I'm very hungry. So that's it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.